Hi everybody. I just want to talk about today about how I am headed on vacation tomorrow. Okay, we're going down to the Keys and I'm going to bring you down there with me. And I had a real kind of going back and forth of whether I was going to be on program really hard, strategy, am I going to OMAD and stuff? And it really was just like, I really don't want to even worry about it, to tell you the truth. And then I'm just like, yeah, but that's not the right, because what I realized is the RV life, because I'm going to be going into my RV life, is really my real life compared to this wonderful apartment complex that I'm in right now. I'm in an extremely controlled environment. I have a top-notch gym, like steps away from me. I have a pool. I have Wild Fork, Whole Foods, Aldi's, Trader Joe's, all within like 5 minutes of me right here. So I have this like optimal, I am working right here from my computer. I have this optimal situation right now to really get this program, this strategy of intermittent fasting down. So it really has been such a blessing. And I'm 60 days into it, 22 pounds down, so it is working very much for me. And I was just thinking of this trip, just going, I just want to forget about it. And then I'm like, no. And then you saw I talked myself out of that. But I really need to practice the other world. So I need to kind of, practice the RV world, because that's more, believe it or not, that's more realistic of my lifestyle, living in an RV, than living in this place. This place is kind of, not very realistic. So with that myriad of craziness, I also was just like, my poor husband will probably wants a break from intermittent fasting himself on his vacation. And he's kind of alluded to it, but and that's when it got me to thinking, well, I'm affecting him too with it. So I really have to not tone it down, but I'm sure my husband would rather go with happy, chunky Julie on happy vacation than bitchy, fasting Julie on vacation. You know what I mean? So how do I do this? How am I going to kind of balance it out, not gain weight this week, and have a good time and not have my husband kind of affected by it? Because he works really hard to do these vacations. So I'm figuring it out, and it's giving me a really good time to practice my traveling intermittent fasting, because that's the reality. We travel a lot. I mean, I've lived in 5 states in 5 years. So, getting the right food all the time, being in different areas. Sometimes you're in food deserts, even in the United States. Here, not so much. But it does happen. I mean, there were parts of Georgia I couldn't get, a lot of stuff. Parts of Tennessee I couldn't get a lot of stuff too. So, you do have to balance it out. The other thing that we are working on right now is keeping our costs down. We don't want to spend, $100 out at buying groceries when we have our RV. That's the beautiful thing of owning an RV. But I want my husband to have a really enjoyable time, and also feel like, not feel that lack that we're trying to save some money. So I do have some tips here that I'm gonna do, and I thought I'd share them with you. I thought you would enjoy this. The last time we were down in the Keys, we went to this one restaurant and my husband ordered scallops, bacon wrapped scallops. Now, scallops really aren't from the Keys. At least I don't think. Somebody can correct me and put that in there and whatever. So I'm kind of like, all right, if that's what I want, They were like $19 for 5 little scallops, bacon wrapped scallops. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna head over to Aldi's. I got this big bag of scallops. Here you go. And I got a thing of bacon. Of course I'm taking some bacon. I don't have Aldi's down in Key Largo. So I'm gonna grab my Aldi stuff before I go down. This was $10, this was $5. So bam, I'm gonna make a nice, really nice thing of bacon wrapped scallops, like three times the amount. You know, yeah, I mean, is it $15? Yes, but then we're not out either. And like I said, there's gonna be 3 times the amount. And then for that fancy meal, my husband really likes steak, and we're really going to a seafood location. So I'm kind of like, I don't really want to pay top dollar down in the Keys for steak. So I am bringing my own Never Any from Wild Fork New York strip steaks for him, so that he will have a steak night down there. And once again, it's not going to cost $100 for dinner. You know, I mean, dinner is just ridiculous. You know how expensive it is out. And I will bring asparagus and steak, and we might actually eat that all one night for a really special, because it's our anniversary. So I know, people are like, don't you want to go out? I go, no, I like cooking. So I have no problem cooking on my anniversary. And then the other thing that I'm going to bring is a big box of grass-fed burgers. So these are so easy. There's 6 burgers in here. So this was $13 for 6 burgers. I mean, how much is it to go to McDonald's? I mean, if you were to have 6 burgers from McDonald's, it's gonna be like $40. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while, but that's what I'm assuming. So I guess what I'm saying and what I'm doing, I'm gonna show all the stuff that I'm bringing. I'm bringing a lot, because that's what I do. And then I have like 5 restaurants that I do want to go to down in Key Largo. I already have it mapped out. Now I'm a travel person, so you know, I mean, I have a blog. I have a travel blog that I write, adventureswithcharlie.com. So you know, that is something that I do a lot, because if I'm giving my vacation dollars to a restaurant, you better believe I know it's going to be something local, regional, that I want to go experience. You know, I want to eat something that's fresh and that's down there, or I'm just going to make it myself. So I have about 5 restaurants that I'm interested in looking at, possibly eating dinner, lunch, whatever. I don't decide on the restaurant right off the bat. I mean, sometimes I have to go to lunch first before I'll give them dinner, or I grab an appetizer before I will, you know, patron them for dinner. So that's something that I also do. So I'm planning on getting conch ceviche down there. Is something that looks really interesting. I love the conch fritters down there. I've had those before. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And I've had a fried grouper sandwich down there that was phenomenal. I'm always about getting what is the fresh down there. So we got some great grouper down there. So that's what we're looking at. Hopefully my husband will bring home a ton of fish. And I already got breadcrumbs ready to go, and I will cook them up in my cast iron pan, which is going with me in the RV. I can't live without it. And I think I'll show you, I might show you some of the must-haves, so that we can eat well, enjoy our vacation, not spend a fortune, but still, you know, feel like we're having special treats, even though I am still on program. All of these foods that I just, you know, is what I eat regularly, sort of, you know, with, you know, the steak and stuff. I usually do a ground beef just because it's a little more expensive, and the scallops, you know, I usually do a fish just because that's a little more expensive. But, you know, for our vacation, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna spend $25 as opposed to $100 out, I mean, definitely is worth it. So anyway, so I just wanted to have you just share that, because it really is, it's really a lifestyle that I'm doing. So it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a challenge on vacation to stay with my strategy. But then I've also realized, yeah, that's how it is all the time. You live in your RV. You better learn how to do it. So yeah, so we'll see. But anyway, I just want to share it with you, and I'll see you tomorrow.